Hi, Ray Hayden here, and this video is going to be part of the Creators Helping Creators series that I'm making. And in this one here, I want to go over the YouTube video editor. And it's going to be a pretty short video because I really want to tell you, don't waste your time and energy with the YouTube video editor. It's garbage. It's absolute waste of time. If you go up here, this is the video that I was going to edit. So if I click on this video, right, then we go to the video menu, and that's where you find the editor. If I click on the editor, it'll open up and it'll pop the video in, right? So if I click on a timeline down here, you'll see an image in the video viewfinder up here, right? The video image. This is what your timeline is looking at. This is the focus of your timeline, and that's where, see, if I move over here, we'll see a lake. There's a conference center out on the lake. Over here, as a plane that's about to come up out of the water, okay, in the video. And I was going to try to edit this in the video editor, and I can't. Anything I would want to do with it, it's just absolutely, there's no real functionality in this video editor. Maybe they're going to make something later on, but for right now, don't waste your time, energy. It's aggravating and frustrating and an absolute waste of your time. Not only that, I did some minor editing to the video clip, and I said, well, go ahead and save it. And YouTube says, well, you know, it might be 500 million hours. Okay, I'm exaggerating. It might be a couple of hours. I'm like, this thing here is only 8 minutes and 29 seconds long. I'm going to get done editing. It's going to be shorter than that. And it's going to take hours and hours to edit video and have it ready on my channel when it's already up there at YouTube. That's ridiculous. I mean, you got supercomputers over there. Google owns you, okay? So you got super duper computers there, and it's still going to take hours to render this thing? I don't think so. You're wasting my time and energy. So let's go over here to my video editor. Now take a look at this one here, all right? This is the dark screen kind of format and everything else. And notice what you're seeing here, okay? You see video stuff, and you see this stuff here. Down here is audio stuff on this other line. All right, now let's go over and look at my video editor that I'm going to use on this. And by the way, I wanted to give a little shout out to the two free video editing programs that I talked about, Power Director or KineMaster. Both of those are more intuitive to the novice user. You can just go ahead and start using those, get the job done, and edit some really great looking videos right away. All right, so you don't have to waste your time and energy, aggravation, and frustration with the YouTube editor. Go ahead and use those free versions of software. Are far more advanced and so much easier to use than the YouTube video editor, which really does nothing for you. All right, but in my video editor, I just want to show you a couple of things. Because I really can't, the other ones aren't desktop, they're for mobile devices, and I edit on my desktop computer, right? So if I wanted to, I could edit on the other one and put the watermark on my screen up here in the video image. It'll put a watermark up here somewhere in the image, but that's fine. And that's perfectly fine. To me, I'm not going to hold anything against anybody for using free software. If they decide they like it and they really are good at using it, then they'll pay for it and they'll remove the watermark. But until such time, use it and use it as often as you want. Until you ever want to pay for it. And if you never want to pay for it and you just keep using a free version, by all means, go ahead, more power to you, because I think that's perfectly fine. Number one, it's fine. Number two, you're advertising for a company, so they might be able to get more customers and make more money too, right? Win-win, helping each other, you know, creators helping creators, right? So here we go. I'm going to zoom out from this timeline down here, so you can see that I actually have the whole clip down here. All right, I've split it up into different parts, and I'm going to be splitting up these parts of it as well to make the final video. So now I'm going to zoom back in to this part of the video, because this is the part I've been editing already. So I've already edited this part. I need to work on these other clips here to edit those, all right? What I want to talk about now are the images, these gray and white boxes, or these gray and gray boxes. The reason for the checkerboard pattern back there is because that means it's invisible. If there's no background, it's invisible. So if you look at this one here, it's on the video timeline. It says track number 3. The track number is 3. And it says video right there in that box. All right. This is the video box. If we follow it over, this track, this third middle track here, that's where the video is. All right. So the audio for the video is the next one down, number 4. This is where that audio is. All right. And then next says music down there. You can add additional features and functions and things of that nature if you want. But if you wanted to add some music, you could download music for free from YouTube, put it in here, and you can adjust it all on the way. Anything the video editor can do, you can do with the audio and the video segments, you know, as you so desire. Now let's look at this here. This is the title screen of my video. This is the name of my company. I am a company. I'm doing business as. That's what DBA means, is doing business as. It is my whole name, doing business as video 1. The person down here is always going to be me on YouTube, but not in professional video. It might not be me. Somebody might be covering a job for me and their name would be there instead of mine. All right. That lets everybody know who it meets all the legal requirements of a videographer shooting a litigation support video. All right. So now you know something new. Anyways, the next screen right here. Now keep a note. These are also on the video line. All right. And they got a black background. All right. This background, you see it's a checkerboard. The background is invisible, but it's a black background. All right. That's because by default, the background is black. Right. So now let's go over to this second track. Says text up here. Track number 2 says text. There's 3 things on this track. All right. Each of them says watching and supporting, but it's a black screen. It makes no sense, right? Let's grab this one right here and slide it over to where it's over the video track, right? And let's click on that part of the timeline. Now you see video and watching and supporting. You see that? That's because this background is higher ranked than the video. So anything on this track, right, on this track number 2 is going to be more visible. It's going to take precedence over the lower level track, all right? And it's a text or maybe another video clip or whatever. This is going to take precedence over the lower track, right? It's higher ranked. It outranks it. It's going to be visible. However, because there's an invisible background, you're going to see the video that sits below it. All right. So the text is on top of the video. And here, absolutely, here's the video. Here's the text box above it. It's sitting on top, just like that. All right. So that's a pretty easy way to do it. And that just popped into my head as I was saying it. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit Control Z, which undoes what I did. The reason why I have these things set up the way I do, I'm going to demonstrate for you real quick. That's going to be the end of this video. And then one more comment after I talk about that. These 2 clips right here are on the same track as the video. And the reason for that is because they are the video. The name of my company is all by itself. Nothing else is going to go on with that. The name of the video, it's all by itself. Nothing's going to go on with that. This first thing up here is watching and supporting. Watching and supporting comes up at the beginning, middle, and end of all my videos. So if you didn't know, I've said it in a couple of videos, but if you didn't know then, now you know. When you see watching and supporting coming up at your screen, it comes up at the beginning, the middle of the video, and the end. This next block up here says, please like and subscribe. Thank you for your support. Okay, so there's a little bit of a black space right here, right? Black screen right there. It goes from watching and supporting, and this little tail here is a fade. Let's just go ahead and play that. This is going to fade out. Might not be too smooth. And then the next one fades in. All right. Sits on the screen for a little bit while the video is playing, and then it fades out. Because I still can't, really find myself saying, hey, please subscribe to my channel. So I put this little subliminal message on there, right? Now, why do I have them set up like this? These 2 don't ever move. They're always going to be in the same position on every single video I make. There's always going to be that title screen, and there's always going to be the title of the video every single time. This is going to fade out. Now, this clip right here, watch this. You're going to see that highlight pop up. That means that this is linked right to this, all right? Meaning that when this one here fades out, that one fades in. Watch the screen right here. It's going to fade in right to watching and supporting. There you go. See, and it shows up at the bottom of the screen. Now I want to show you one more thing real quick with that. This little checkerboard thing up here, it gives you several different overlays. One of them, the one that I use, is safe areas. And I'll tell you what the safe areas are right here. It's an important thing to know, by the way. There's 2 rectangles around everything. The watching and supporting sits within the inner rectangle. That's the safe area for text. If you want to make sure your text is going to be on the screen, this is a way to check it. Open up this box, put it on the safe screen, put on the safe areas, and you'll see that, okay, it's firmly within the safe area. I know that my text is going to be within the video frame, right? The outer rectangle here is the safe zone for video. If you want to make sure absolutely positively 100% that your image is definitely going to be on somebody's screen, you want it to be, you want your important part to be within that outer rectangle, all right? Now, probably all the way out to the edges is going to make it onto the screen. Let's click over here. Probably all of that's going to be in the screen, but you see there's a little bit of gray at the bottom, a little bit of gray at the top. We don't know 100% for sure, right? And if we change the size of that window, you see that gray area gets bigger? All right. So, you know, to make sure, because, and now there's grays on the side, you call these curtains, right? So let's go ahead and put that there. So in order to make sure, all right, that our text and our video are safe, like I want to make sure this airplane in the center here is within that, I made sure when I shot the video that it would probably fall within the realm of the safe area. All right, so that'll be enough of that. Now, why are there these 3 blocks here, all right? Why do I put them like this? If I move this center one, watch what happens to this one on the right. Let's say I move this, that one moves with it, all right? And if I move this other one on the right, only it moves, the one to the left doesn't move, okay? That's important when you get over to these other video clips over here. If I move the middle section, everything moves. And if I move the thing on the far right, only it moves, okay? So that's an important thing for me to know if I need to like take a piece of this video clip out and swap them around, move them around and stuff like that. I need to slide things over to make sure that I have enough room, you know, to do what I want to do, all right? So I'm not going to go into the finer details of the video editing. I just want to cover some of these things with you. And you can see clearly that there is a whole lot more optionability and functionality in editing this part of the video here. And then I'll show you, I'm going to save you the time. I'm going to show you this video again. I'll make another video of how this came together, how I edited it separately. And then when I get done with that, I'll take all of this, right? And I'll just grab it and I'll slide it over to here, bink, where it pops in, all right? So for now, that's going to wrap this up. Don't waste your time with the YouTube video editor. To me, in my own personal and professional opinion, it's trash. It's garbage. It's just going to waste your time and frustrate and aggravate you. Don't do it. If you're using a cell phone, if you're using a tablet, get Power Director. To me, the 2 that I saw were Power Director and KineMaster with a K. All right. So go ahead and use those 2 for free. See which one you like. Maybe you like them both. You know, it's coin toss. And use them for free. It's going to put a watermark on your video. Only a snob would have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with somebody having a watermark because they're using free software, all right? If you don't have the funds to buy software, use the free one. It's absolutely perfectly okay, and I'll have nothing but respect for you, you know, for doing it. And try those out, and you have a lot of functionality that I have here, but in the YouTube video editor, you have none of that, all right? So that's going to wrap it up for this one here, and until I catch you in the next video, take care and be well.